Hi, I'm Warren. I live in Stroud, which is in a beautiful part of England called the Cotswolds. If you don't know the Cotswolds, it's north of Bristol and it's south of Birmingham and it's west of Oxford. Um, yeah, so what was going on in my life before LMA? Really, for a variety of reasons, I was low in a number of areas. I think I had low self-esteem, um, lacking in confidence. I wasn't really trusting in my decisions. Um, I don't know why, really, but I knew there was an issue, and I just didn't know what to do about it. I'd done motivational things, I'd follow people, books, tapes, you name it. Done some exercises, deep dived some exercises, done some think tanks. I've been on events and things, but none of them really seemed to be working. None of them had any long-lasting effect. I just don't know why, and I kind of started to mistrust my ability to stick with something, to be committed to something, to have discipline. And there was cracks were sort of starting to appear. So I've been married for 20 years. I love what I do. I'm a landscape designer, and I love what I do. But I was applying a lot of my efforts. I knew this was an ongoing issue. I was just plowing a lot of my time into this, and I was finding it difficult to separate from family life. When I was at work, I was thinking about I should be with family, and when I was with family, I was thinking about work, and I just really got a little bit lost with it all. It really came to a head sort of almost a year ago when really decided to separate from my wife amicably. It was an amicable separation, but we did separate, and I left the family home. And I left her and the children behind, two teenagers, really to sort of pursue this purpose in life, which I felt was important. I started a new relationship with a girlfriend. That wasn't going particularly well, and my business wasn't looking good. My accountant was worried for me. In Christmas of last year, it was looking like I might have to shut up shop after 4 years. I've been landscaping for 20, but my new business was 4 years old. So it wasn't looking good. I was feeling quite a broken person on the inside. On the outside, everything was fine. I was pretending everything was wonderful. Deep down, I'd lost sight of everything. Where I was going in my business, I just couldn't look at myself in the mirror. I just didn't know the person I was looking at anymore. So I saw Tim's video popped up, and I can't remember how or when. It just did, and I kind of knew it was right because because of the results and the people he'd met. You could tell that he's successful. I had no doubt about that at all. But my doubt was whether I was capable of doing it, whether I could really had the discipline to follow this through. And there was a couple of things that I really liked about it. There's two things that really stuck out. I noticed how careful they were in their selective process. It wasn't just a buy-in, which previous ones had been. They were very careful who went in, who was in there, and that got me really thinking that was I the right fit? And I thought I was. I felt I was the right fit. I would be good for it. And the other one, Tim mentioned it wasn't a race, and I like that because other programs I've been on were a bit of a race, and I did get left behind. I did get the feeling that I got left behind in it because we all do it working at different paces. So the fact that it was a journey, I kind of like those two things. And since getting on board, so I joined, press go, clicked. What's really surprised me is the Facebook community. I don't really do Facebook. I don't really see the point in it. I'm not anti it. I just don't really get it. But there's a community within LMA, Facebook community, which is just of amazing people, all different from all over the world, all looking for answers like I was, all supporting each other. It was really quite remarkable, and that was made a huge difference to me. So the really big changes in my life have been in relationships with my family, my friends, my children. A fantastic relationship with my children again. Great relationship with my ex-wife. Fantastic relationship with my ex-girlfriend. My business has never looked good. I'm about to approach my year end, and my accounts will never look better. And really, the picture of the world has changed completely from how I saw it before. Much better, much more positive. So really, all I'd say is if you're like me, sitting on a fence or you're not sure about it, just press go. Press go. You're really worth it. You really deserve it. Do it.